Hey there guys, I'm back to another video. I realized I forgot to record a intro for the video with all the footage I have. But today, this video is going to be about me going back to the video game trading post. And I'm going to be picking up a friend, Jimmy Mullen. I've known him for quite a long time now. And we're going to go over there, trade some stuff in, have some fun, hang out in the store and stuff like that. So I'm going to cut to a clip of me showing you guys everything I'm trading in today. Alright guys, so here's everything I'm going to be trading in today at the video game trading post. So I got this bag and then I got this box. So the box here is pretty much full of like a lot of miscellaneous things. I don't know if they're going to take them or what, but if they're going to give me store credit for them, I will definitely give it to them. So these are all of these Sonic Mania Plus like art books that came with the physical version of the game. I have a couple of them. These go for like 10 bucks on eBay, so they're not even that valuable. And then just a bunch of like random like DS accessories. I have a DS case from Pokemon Black and White, the 3DS charging cradle, a 3DS shell from or just the regular 3DS, my bad. This is the bootleg copy of Tetris DS. I'm gonna tell them that it's a bootleg, and if they want to like, take it or whatever, because I have no use for it, honestly. That is a bootleg. You can just tell by the label, and the it's NTR-YTRP, and then on the back that's the actual number. Yeah, so it obviously doesn't match, but some bootlegs, they do match, but just look at the cartridge, and if it looks like crap, it obviously is crap. A extra 3DS charger. I traded in my 3DS XL when I got my new 2DS XL to plane trade my old 3DS XL, but I forgot to give him the charger. But he still took it, and he gave me like 60 bucks or something like that, and I was like, alright, that's fine. But I'm gonna trade in the charger. It's probably gonna be like nothing. A jumper pack. I don't really need it. I already have the expansion pack. Then some like other random things, some like Marvel toys, DC figure, Penguin, and then just a bunch of like inserts from the last time I went there. What's it called? Those like loose like PS2, Xbox games. He said that he would take those, so I was like, all right, next time I come in, I'll bring them in. So today's next time. So there's that in that box. And then in this bag's pretty much a majority of the trade. So I have some plushies here, Five Nights at Freddy's, a Knuckles plush. If you guys follow me on Twitter, you guys saw that I picked this up at a Savers thrift store for $5. Follow me on Facebook and Twitter if you guys want to see quick little pickups like that. But yeah, I found this up there for $5, and I was like, this is definitely not a $5 game. So I thought it was honestly worth a lot more, because when I bought it personally, it was worth a lot more. But now it's like a $20 game, so I expect to get at least double my money back, like 10 bucks or something like that. I actually have a couple returns here from the last time I went. So the Spider-Man Shattered Dimension, it actually like doesn't play at a certain point. So if you guys have played the game, at the end of the first act, you're playing as Black Suit Spider-Man, and you're facing off with Electro. And there's, the entire level, you're just chasing him, right? And then at a certain point, I'm supposed to go through like this door, but the door's not open in this like disc, because there's like scratches on it. And like usually when it comes to Blu-ray discs, it doesn't really matter for the scratches, but this time it does. And one time the door was open, but it was like a black void. It wasn't like the next part of the level. So I jumped into the black void, and it like crashed my PS3. It restarted my PS3, and I was like, all right, yeah, the game's like broken. And I already bought a replacement copy. So hopefully he'll listen to me. I won't tell them that I bought a replacement, just because like he's gonna think that I like scammed them, because like I wouldn't blame him for thinking that, because like it's just how people are. People try to do like scummy things and whatnot, but like I am genuinely like being honest with you guys. Like this copy just doesn't work after a certain point, which they wouldn't know unless they've played this copy, so which they probably didn't. And then the Max Payne just straight up just doesn't work. It just doesn't read on my PS2 Slim. So there's that. And then I have 2 copies of Ty the Tasmanian Tiger 3. If you guys saw last time, I took this in to like get it resurfaced to like see what the problem was. And then I just bought another one recently. So After I bought this one, I was like, all right, there's something wrong with the game itself. Like, this game doesn't work on the PS2 Slim, and it doesn't. Like, there are very few select games that just straight up do not work on the PS2 Slim, and Tie 3 is one of them. So I'm just gonna trade these in, and hopefully they have a GameCube version of Tie 3, and I'll just buy that one, because I really want to play this game, but I don't want to buy a whole PS2 fat system. I'll just buy a GameCube version of Tie 3, which kind of sucks because I really like to keep like my games in the series on like one platform, but I have to get it on the GameCube because this game, for whatever reason, when Sony went from the PS2 to the PS2 Slim, certain games just don't work, and Tie 3 is one of them. I have this like pint-sized hero like cardboard like display thing. I guess I'll take that real quick. I got this from GameStop when they were like getting rid of this pint-sized hero line. But yeah, I don't know if they're gonna give me for it or what. I'm not entirely sure. I have a GBA SP, a Game Boy Advance SP. It kind of works. It like half works. So I'm not sure what they're gonna do with that. There's like no stickers on the back too, so it's probably not a AGS 101 or whatever, but you know, it's a Game Boy Advance SP. I have a couple of DS games here. I'm actually gonna trade in the so obviously the Imagine Babies, and then I'm gonna trade in the Pokemon Pearl because I feel like they're gonna remake this gen, and also if I want this generation, I want Pokemon Platinum. I know this is a legit copy of Pearl, and like bootleg Pokemon games are kind of like common on the DS especially, and it's kind of hard to tell what's a bootleg and what's not, but I have confidence in myself. If I really want this generation, I'm gonna buy it from like a actual like game store, probably a like video game trading post, and get Platinum there, or like a game convention, like inspect the cartridge and this and that. And then Sonic Rush, because I already have that game, and these games came in a lot that I didn't expect to come with it, but they did. A Sega Genesis controller. This one just doesn't work for me for whatever reason, so I'm just gonna trade that in. A extra PS2 cable, AV cable, and then a bunch of games here. So I have some N64 games. These came from the lot that I bought for the Smash Brothers, if you guys saw my pickups video. So I'm just gonna go through these real quick. GoldenEye, NFL Blitz. This is actually my own personal copy, but I don't need it anymore, because I kind of just bought it because it was like a cheap game that I saw at I believe the thrift store. My copy of Perfect Dark, as you can see, it has a scotch tape on it, but the one that came in this lot was in a much better condition, so I'm keeping that one, and I'm trading that one in. A wrestling game, I believe it's World Champion Wrestling Mayhem. Army Men Sarge's Heroes, Army Men Sarge's Heroes 2, Army Men Sarge's, or Army Men Air Combat. Then I have a bunch of Xbox 360 games, because I went through my Xbox 360 collection and was like, all right, what games do I want and what games do I want to get rid of, sort of thing. So these are all of the games that I'm getting rid of. So I'm going to start with the games at the bottom, because these are games I already have on other platforms that I just don't need anymore. So I have Darksiders 2. I bought this on PS3, and I bought this brand new on like Black Friday for like $10. And I bought it, and I rebought it on the PlayStation 3 because I use my PS3 more nowadays compared to my Xbox 360. I've not touched my Xbox in like years, so getting rid of that. Red Dead Redemption, I rebought the game on Black Friday a couple of years ago, like really long time ago, just so I could get the Undead Nightmare, but I had to buy like the full thing just so I could like get it or whatever, so getting rid of that one. X-Men Origins Wolverine, I actually don't have a replacement copy for this game yet. I plan on getting it, but this is my own person. Actually, I keep like going back and forth whether or not I should go and get rid of this. I'm actually gonna keep it because this is, I actually have like a vivid, like clear memories of like buying that game. So I'm actually gonna keep that one. Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm 2. The Legend of Spyro Dawn of the Dragon is actually a very uncommon game for this generation, for the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 version. So I actually bought the PlayStation 3 version last month or something like that, so I'm gonna get rid of my Xbox 360 version, and then as you guys know, I have Spider-Man Shattered Dimension on the PlayStation 3 now. And then these games I'm kind of just getting rid of. Actually, the games on top I want to get, what's it called? I want to rebuy these on the PlayStation 3 if they have them at the video game trading post, but if not, I'll just have them on a list. So Green Lantern Rise of the Manhunters is actually a pretty fun beat 'em up game. Batman Arkham City. I bought this on the 360 instead of the PS3 because this was actually cheaper at the time. So I was like, all right. Max Payne 3. Rayman Origins, probably my favorite Rayman game still. And then Sleeping Dogs. And then these games I'm just getting rid of because I have no real purpose for it. PGF 4, Mafia 2, and then Lego Harry Potter. So that's pretty much everything I'm gonna be trading in today. I will see you guys when I meet up with Jimmy, and yeah. My boy Jimmy here.
What's up?
All right, so he got this bag of
I
bunch of
trimmed the
games.
fat off my game collection.
So do you want to show it off, or do you want me to do it?
There's
Oh my
not
God,
much. Yeah.
So why do you have 2 Disney Infinities?
Yeah, I got the first and second one.
Oh, okay. They have
Yeah.
like an updated version.
Yeah, they released a new one each year. I have like most of the figures. I got it on PC though, which has like
okay.
all the characters in it already. So
Yo, you trading this thing?
I have it on PC.
Oh, okay.
I got the right before it was delisted.
I might try to make a play on this one from you personally.
Okay.
Okay.
I got it on PC. So I don't know.
Oh, okay. It looks like it's some filler titles. I mean, yeah, Sonic
I had a
Adventure.
second copy of that.
Oh, okay. I got you. I got you. Is there anything else notable in it? Oh shit, bro! You got Corey in the house. That's crazy.
Yeah, I got that for 21 cents at my old local FYE when it was closing.
Oh, okay. All
Yeah.
right, all right.
I was gonna like make a video about it, but I never got like a 3DS capture card or anything.
All right.
So it
You got
just
some
never
decent
happened.
titles in here. It's not bad. It's
Yeah,
not bad.
I had a lot of crap.
Oh, okay. So
yeah.
you're just getting rid of it?
Yeah,
You get rid of it?
I
feel
have
bad,
some
feel
like
bad.
even some sealed games
Oh, okay.
that I didn't need or anything. Like
Alright.
my cousins gave me their PS2 and like all their games. So
Okay, okay.
I don't even have a PS3, and my friend gave me this game, so I don't need it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so.
All right. Well, let's hit the road.
All right.
All right, guys. We just got out. We were in there for like 3 hours, right?
It doesn't feel like 3 hours.
Yeah, it's because like the trade process takes a while, and then we were just looking around, and then
Yeah.
after that they like test the games out.
Yeah.
So let's see what you got, buddy.
All right, so these 3 games,
Yeah,
Travis
so-
traded me. He got the lower end of the stick.
It's
But-
all good. All good.
Yeah, but I got.
I was
these.
gonna get rid of them anyway. So
I got Red Dead. I heard
Mhm.
this was great. So,
pretty good game. Don't forget to show them Knuckles, bro.
I will. These ones I actually bought with the $50 trade credit I had because I got rid of a ton of stuff I didn't need.
Mm-hmm.
And then Travis also gave me this,
Yep.
so couldn't pass this up. I have a GE Classic Knuckles that looks pretty much exactly like this.
Yeah. I just don't have any other
Yeah.
like Sonic X plushies, so I'm just like,
Yeah,
I don't really need it.
I just like Knuckles a lot, so I'll
It's a
take
good
that.
character.
And it's got the tag too, so
Not bad. Not
yeah. All right. Here's a water bottle. It's empty. And that's my haul.
Nice. Alright guys, I just got home, so yeah, I went to the video game trading post, as you guys saw, with Jimmy. I had a great time with him. We might do it again later this year, who knows. So I'm just going to go and show you guys what I picked up. But first, I'm going to show you the games that I got from him that he was going to originally trade in, and then we just did like a straight swap between us from the games that we had. So he got, I believe it was Red Dead, Rayman, and another game. I forget, but you saw it in the previous clip. And then I got these 2 games, which aren't that expensive. I got DuckTales for the Wii U, and then I got Sonic Free Riders for Xbox. I got the Free Riders, or I decided to take the Free Riders. I know it's not like a super expensive game, just because, you know, it's the only Sonic Riders game I don't have in my like Sonic game collection sort of thing. And I have DuckTales on the PC, but I don't have a physical copy of it. And this game is like super duper dope, so just want a physical copy of it. And yeah, so those are the games I traded with him. Now I'm going to show you guys the games that I got with the trading credit along with my return. So the return for the Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions for the PlayStation 3, that was $30 that I got back in store credit. And then everything else that I traded in with, you know, my 360 games, my N64 games, it was $60. So in total I had $90 to spend. So this is what I got. So the first game here is Miss Pac-Man Maze Madness. This is a game that I saw Nitro Rad do a video on like a while ago. It was just like in my recommendeds, and I was like, this game looks interesting because I really I really like the Pac-Man World game on the PlayStation 1, so I didn't know that they had like this Miss Pac-Man game as well, so I decided to pick it up. And then the next game that I picked out from there, another game that I was looking out for when I went in today, was Splatoon. I know that this game is obviously like not super expensive. It's only $15, and they had like a bunch of copies of it, obviously. And I just decided to pick it up because I really like the second game, but I've never played the first one. Obviously, the second one is like a upgraded version of the first one, but I mainly bought this game just for like story stuff and whatnot, so bought that. And then these two games I rebought because I want them on my PlayStation 3 instead of my 360. So, oh yeah, the third game that Jimmy took was Batman Arkham City. Now I just remembered. So I rebought Batman Arkham City for the PlayStation 3, the Game of the Year edition as well. So it has all of the bonus content on the disc, luckily. So that is super duper dope. I hate when Game of the Year editions have like all of the bonus content on like a code. It just seems like really pointless. Then I got Rayman Origins. This game is probably, along with Rayman Legends, like both of them are like my favorite Rayman games ever. So yeah, really cool. And then the next game I got here, I actually thought I didn't have in my collection, and I was like going through my spreadsheet and like I quickly looked at it and I was like, yeah, I don't have this game. And it's a Croc Legend of the Gobos, which is like a pretty decent platformer. I've actually played a little bit of it before I recorded this video, and it's alright, but I actually already have this game. Where is it? But it's the greatest hits version, and it has like a crack on the jewel case, so I guess I repurchased it for the black label. I'm probably just gonna trade this back in to the video game trading post and like get whatever like trade credits. Probably gonna be like $2 or something like that, but just gonna start my pile again of like stuff I need to trade in, and we'll see from there. And then the next game I saw here, I was just browsing the PlayStation 2 games for like 10 to 15 minutes, and like I saw this game and I was like, I want this game. And like I didn't even have to check the spreadsheet because I knew that I didn't have this one. It's Alien Hominid, I believe that's how you pronounce it. This is a game by Behemoth, who made Castle Crashers, and it was released on PlayStation 2, GameCube, Xbox during this generation, and I believe they re-released it for like Xbox Live, PlayStation Network, stuff like that for the next generation. But I wanted it on the PlayStation 2, obviously, because it is a physical version, or it's a physical version of the game, so I don't get the HD remake. But also I heard that this game is pretty good, which it is. It's a sort of like side-scrolling run and gun sort of game. You only take one hit and then you die, and then you get like, you have like hearts, which mean like how many lives you have, and then once you run out of hearts, you have to use your coins to bring yourself back to life, which those are kind of like lives too, sort of thing. But pretty much the game's kind of hard, I'm not gonna lie. Like the game's not super easy, so, but it was only like $15. I already took like the sticker off, but there's that. And then the last game I got part of this trade originally was Mario Tennis. So yeah, I was originally going to buy like a super expensive like N64 game, and that was it. But then I was like, as I was walking through the store, there was like a bunch of games that I wanted within my collection, which is all of these. And then I was like, all right, I have like $20 left, sort of thing. And I was like, all right, Mario Tennis, because this is a game that I want within my N64 collection. So there's that. So in total, I believe it was like, I had like like $90, yeah, $90 in trade credit, and like I almost hit that. So then he said I had like $3 left or something like that in like trade credit, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna go pick out a $5 game real quick. And I was just browsing the PlayStation 3 games, and I saw that they have DMC Devil May Cry at $5. So I was like, all right. And then he said, just give me $2, and that's it. That's pretty much all I spent today. I spent $2 at the video game trading post, but I traded in a bunch of stuff and I returned a $30 game that I purchased from last month. So yeah, obviously it's not that bad. I already have this game on PC, but I want a physical version of it, which is, the same sort of theme that I said with like, Rayman and other things like that. So that's just how I am as a collector. Physical over digital. That's just how I roll. But yeah, DMC Devil May Cry. I think this game gets a lot more flack than it deserves. I think it's honestly a pretty decent game, but it's not the original Dante and stuff like that, which I completely understand. But I think the gameplay is good enough to carry it, sort of thing. And then I did exchange my copy of Max Payne for a new one, and this one actually does work. At first, it actually wasn't. I'm not gonna lie. And then after like messing with it and like testing out some their games, so like I was testing this out first, and then I was messing around with Alien Hominid, the PlayStation 1 games, and then lastly, before I decided to record this video, I was like, all right, let me go and try Max Payne one more time. And Max Payne actually worked, and then I started playing it for a little bit. Probably not gonna ever get around to like playing this game because it is pretty like arcadey, and it's not like the best controls and stuff like that, but it is the first Max Payne, and it's a pretty common sort of like PlayStation 2 game, which he did mention. He's like, yeah, if it doesn't work, just bring it back. So, but luckily this copy does work, and it is complete, and the game's still on my PS2. So I have to go and get that out after I finish recording. So yeah, that's pretty much everything I picked up at the Video Game Trading Post. I spent a whole $2 there, so it's not all that bad, but I did trade in a bunch of stuff there, and I returned a $30 game that I purchased previously, so there's that. But thank you guys for watching this video. If you guys haven't already, you can subscribe. I put new videos up on Saturdays. Follow my social media, Facebook and Twitter. Also check out Jimmy. He's a pretty cool dude. He has a YouTube channel, a Twitter. I'll link those in the description below. And then lastly, check out my podcast, the Travis and Damien podcast. We record every other week. We talk about games, movies, stuff like that. So yeah, that's all I have for today. Thank you guys for watching this video once again. I'll see you guys next time with more videos. Game on, gamers.